to the Get Real with King Arthur show. And we have a real treat today because Queen Victoria, to my left,
hello.
I hope she has her crown on.
I do.
Is going to be on the show today, and I'm going to interview her. And, you know, I just talk what's on my mind and whatnot, and you're patient if you keep watching. One thing I hear quite a bit is a discussion of American universities. Now, I could, of course, since I taught at 4 Christian colleges and 1 graduate course for the University of Idaho and prep schools, could talk about education, but Queen Victoria here was a student at a prominent and prestigious university, Stanford, in Northern California. And so I'd like to pick her mind and find out what her experience was at Stanford, especially whether she found it, as has been accused, as some kind of dogmatic, special pleading for the extreme left at the school. So, Queen Victoria, when did you attend Stanford?
I attended Stanford in 2014 to 17, something like that, 13 to 17.
Why did you choose to go to Stanford?
They were well known for their psychology program, and I wanted to study psychology. I also loved the campus, and before I applied to different universities, I would call alumni from different universities to see what type of people they were and what they valued and what they emphasized. And I remember Stanford was the one that stood out the most to be the most authentic alumni. Not saying that other people weren't authentic, but I felt like I aligned most with the values of the Stanford alumni and the type of experience that I wanted to have in school.
What kind of values, you say, the values you found in the alumni from Stanford?
Yeah, I think I interviewed a few Ivy League schools, and I would always ask them the question, how would you describe the student at that university? And, you know, I would hear, the average blank student from this university is smart. The average student here is very intellectual or very driven. But when I asked the alumni from Stanford, they said that they were very purpose-driven, community-oriented, that they genuinely loved people, and that the community there was amazing. That's what they always said, as opposed to other schools where it was very individualistic. So I really liked that the Stanford alumni would emphasize community.
Wow. And when you attended, did you find that they were correct or partly correct or not?
Oh, they exceeded my expectations. It exceeded my expectations.
Really?
For community. Yeah. It was incredible.
Oh, wow. Now, so when those say that American universities are just dogmatic places where you are brainwashed for the left, extreme left, you don't agree with that?
I think at Stanford they did a really good job of diversifying the communities. Like, it was the most diverse community I'd ever been part of. There are people, because there were so many radically different types of people, I think it balanced out the environment politically, spiritually, like in every industry. Like, it was just a very balanced place.
What about the professors?
Like if they were liberal or not?
Well, were they balanced, or what were they like as far as, let's say, political orientation? Or did they talk about politics? They try to pressure you on politics, or what?
No, I don't remember them talking about politics unless it was like a political class or a specific seminar on politics, but I wasn't really involved in politics.
This is so
Stanford.
different, what I'm getting from far-right propaganda, or whatever, maybe that's a pejorative term, from far-right spokespeople who say that American colleges are just mills to turn out radical liberals. And I'm hearing something far different and much more wholesome from you.
Yeah.
What about religiously? You said that the student body was very diverse.
Yeah.
What about religion? Now, was Stanford founded as a Christian school? I don't think so.
It was.
It was?
Yeah.
Baptist?
I
Presbyterian?
don't know. It was Christian.
Did they require chapel?
I think at one point they did, but that was a while ago.
Yes.
That was when it was first founded.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, what about the professors? Were they openly atheistic, agnostic, or were they fundamentalists, or what were they like? Or didn't they bring religion into the classroom?
They didn't bring religion into the classroom.
Oh.
I do remember I actually have a very interesting story about, as a freshman, you get assigned a mentor kind of in your field. And I got assigned, I don't remember his name, but I got assigned a mentor. And I remember talking to him about God because I was looking for a group and I was just a freshman looking for a Christian community. And he told me that, I remember him being a little bit defensive about it. And we talked about God and kind of debated a little bit about the existence of God. And later, I think maybe 2 years later, I went to go watch a debate with N.T. Wright. Do you know N.T. Wright?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so there was a debate about the existence of God. N.T. Wright was the Christian on the side of God is real, right?
N.T. Wright.
Yes.
Yes.
The opposing atheist was my mentor. And I had no idea at the time that he was an atheist or whatever. He was like that opposed to Christianity, but it was funny that we both got assigned to each other because we were so different in our perspectives.
Well, did he belittle you because of your faith?
No, I don't know. I don't remember feeling like that, but I think he, I could feel that he wanted to believe, but he didn't know how to process the pain associated with God and life, and then have a positivity about God in the midst of that pain.
Oh, very thoughtful answer, yes. What do you want to say about Stanford on any subject? I mean, you've been very articulate speaking about the school. What impact would you say Stanford had on your life and your thinking?
I think I think it confirmed what I was already believing. Like, I believed that anything was possible and that there was always a solution to every problem. That we just really had to go find it. Go find that solution. Go find the answers, that it's there. That the opportunity, whatever you want, is available to you if you go and seek it out.
Well, it was a wonderful message. How'd that come through? I wonder. Can you be specific at all?
I think that because Stanford had such a high quality network of people that you felt like you could just put your arm out and grab what you wanted. There was just like, it felt like there were so many resources. Like if you had any idea you wanted to execute, any research you wanted to do, any project, anything creatively. I remember one time I wanted to do a creative visual project and put it, like, kind of do like installation art, and I was like, well, Stanford has the money to do it and has the people that I need to do it. I just need to find that right person, and I need to find a person who's willing to get behind my idea. And so I did. Eventually I did, and I was able to put my art up in...
Excellent example. Yeah. What was a student life like at Stanford, would you say?
Well, everyone lived on campus all 4 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So everyone was very close. You basically knew everyone on campus eventually, or you could recognize faces and,
How many students did Stanford have at the time? You said they were all on campus.
Yeah, maybe 2,000 or maybe a little more.
Oh,
3,000? Wow. I don't remember exactly. I can't say. But, yeah, not very many students.
What kind of student activities were there?
There was literally everything you could imagine. Like, literally. Like, there were seminars, there were concerts, there were... Like every day there was something, clubs, sports,
parties.
It wasn't too big of a party school. It was more, people liked more events, like fun events. There was partying, but it wasn't like a big, huge thing there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe you can mail in some questions for Queen Victoria, but I want to thank her for, I think, a very enlightening session here. And so mail in some questions for her. We got the live witness here who went through Stanford. Okay, mail in some questions. Goodbye.